Hello and welcome to the Land Voice Corcoran coaching webinar. My name is Christoph Malzl. I'm the VP of Business Development and Public Relations here at Land Voice. And we try to do regular sessions of educational webinars for our audience. And sometimes we are very lucky to have a very important person as a guest speaker. And today I'm really happy to have Bubba Mills of Corcoran Coaching with us. Bubba Mills is the owner and chief executive officer of Corcoran Coaching, which is an international real estate company that we have known for many years and had the pleasure to work with. In fact, we have a great relationship. They have been using and promoting Land Voice for many years because of the success it brings to their clients as well as our clients. The clients of Corcoran Coaching are recognized as some of the most successful and influential professionals in their respective field. And in 2016, Bubba was recognized for the third time by the National Mortgage Professional magazine as one of the most connected individuals in the mortgage industry. Bubba is passionate about relationship-based business and believes strongly in corporate responsibility and community involvement. His goal in speaking is always to encourage and challenge his listeners toward excellence and success. And he has spoken at hundreds of conventions and meetings, is a requested keynote speaker. I heard him myself many times and love to listen to Bubba and the wealth of his information. Recently, he published an article in the Forbes magazine which I really enjoyed. It was about the use of social media. And he started this article with a really nice quote that made me laugh a little bit, but I wanted to share it with you really quick. He said, "Without tools, humans would have ended up in the same graveyard as dinosaurs. Instead, we put footprints on the moon." And I have to hand it to real estate agents. They have been pretty good at utilizing a variety of tools. And one of those tools, of course, has been Land Voice, that has been used by many successful real estate agents. We're going to talk a little bit about that later on. But I would like now to turn the time over to Bubba Mills and introduce his topic. And Bubba, are you there?
I am, Christoph. Thank you very much. I appreciate the humbling introduction there. It's humbling for me. I mean, my clients have used Land Voice for years. Absolutely love your product. You're about the only product in this space that we actually recognize and endorse. I make something very perfectly clear. We do not take rev share. We do not take kickback from anybody that we ever mention, that we recommend, versus a lot of companies out there do actually get paid for recommendations. Christoph, I think you can confirm you've never written me a check for any endorsements or people I've referred over to you. Can you confirm that, please?
Absolutely, that's correct. That's correct.
You got to earn your way through this space. Look, when we were talking, originally about, a lot of people are out there going, "Hey, let me tell you how to get more business, and let me tell you how to spend a lot more money, and let me tell you, how you can do this." And basically the goal today is I'm going to give everybody lead generation sources that cost less than $100, and we call the session the Art of Reciprocity, and it's a very interesting session. We have this approved in some states as CE credits. I'm doing it on a webinar, so I can't do CE credits, and it's a very, very easy concept, and it's back to when we originally started. I've got to confront the big 800-pound gorilla that happens every single time, and they say, "Who's Bubba? And does Barbara Corcoran own your company?" No, Barbara Corcoran does not own my company. Bubba Mills and Beverly Mills are the owners of Corcoran Consulting and Coaching, which is my beautiful wife. Barbara Corcoran does endorse 65 of our clients, and over the term of our clients, I've endorsed over 100 of our clients. We also have endorsements for our clients from Hannity and Glenn Beck and Rascal Flatts and everything else. I am a national speaker. I do speak on stage with Tony Robbins and with Damon Johns and have been speaking. I opened my first real estate and mortgage company in 1989, coming right out of welfare. I didn't know how to do anything, just like most of you guys did. I struggled. We didn't have these kind of products. I wish LandVoice was around, when I started, to be able to help me with my business. Technology wasn't this big thing back then. So I started speaking. I started beating my business with handshakes and smiles and belly to belly and eye to eye kind of thing. And what it's done is turned into a little bit more of, we're basically known as business coaches, just so happen to be experts in real estate. I am a member of the Forbes Real Estate Council and a member of the Forbes Coaching Council. So we coach in 16 different industries. Most realtors don't need to be taught a script. That's fine. We'll help you with that. And a dialogue and overcoming objections. We can help you with all of that. Most people need to know how to run a business. And what we've been recognized in the real estate and the mortgage world, along with the other industries, by such friends of mine, such as Tom Ferry and Floyd Wickman, one of the old school guys. We send Tom Ferry a lot of business. He focuses on those interpersonal skills of realtors. We build businesses. That's what we do. This picture's got several pictures of people from U.S. Treasury, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac during the REO days. I sold 2,000 to 5,000 REO properties a month for the government, for several different banks. But at the end of the day, I ask you guys, and I ask LandVoice, and everybody I talk to is, what's your why? My why are my 6 grandkids and my wife. That's why I do this. So I like to just take a couple of minutes so you guys know who I am. So I'm not just some, guy who gets up here and says, hey, this is why you need to do this. I've been doing it for a long time. And most people don't know our company, like the Ferries and Proctors and Buffinis, because they're out there coaching everybody. We are the silent sleepers. We build the Wall Street Journal list. We had 110 clients in the top 250 on the teams on the Wall Street Journal list. What we do is help businesses grow. If you're a one-man show, we've got clients that do 25 transactions that we're working our way to the Wall Street Journal list, to clients that do 1,000 transactions a year. It doesn't matter what it comes down to. But over my career, I've learned one thing, and that's reciprocity. It's about how to be able to establish a name, how to be able to use reciprocity, branding, and co-branding to build your company. That's what we're going to focus on today. And by the time you get through with this, you will literally be able to click off of this webinar and pick up the phone and start generating business. It's going to be that easy. I'm not going to spend your money. If you want to talk about coaching, I'll give you an email address and a website. You can call us later. That's your choice. Completely up to you. What LandVoice wanted me to do is come in and teach you. That's what I'm here for. So how about you say we get into that, Christoph? Does that sound great?
Oh, I love it. I can't wait.
Okay. So if anybody has any questions, I'm a very engaging kind of person, if you can't tell. If you have questions, statements, whatever, put them into the questions box. Type them in. I'll take them live while we're doing this, and we'll monitor that. So I will take any question at any time that comes in. Of course, if it's suitable to repeat on a webinar, then I'll be happy to take them. So let's start out with the definition of marketing on what the dictionary says. It's a process or technique of promoting, selling, and distributing a product or service. Now, I'm not the normal kind of person. Everybody needs to know that. I'm not normal in any shape, way, or form. If you've ever met me, if you've ever been a client or even know any of my clients, I'm probably the most unnormal person you've ever met in your life, an unconventional way of doing business. So here's my definition. It's getting people to know who you are and coming to you for all the real estate needs. That's easy. I mean, literally, let's take the word marketing and just say it's you. And any way that you can get people to come do business with my real estate company, that's marketing. Now, I do feel there is a fine line actually, I apologize, a defined line between advertising and marketing. So when you guys are working on your P&Ls and you guys are working on your ROI analysis, on your lead returns, and you're looking at land voice and going, man, I get crappy leads. No, I'm sorry, there's no lead that's crappy. It's usually your follow-up. It's usually your scripts. It's usually your overcoming objections. You're getting the same leads as everybody else. How come they're selling houses and you're not? I don't understand that concept. It's a very, very interesting concept. And a lot of us don't look within ourselves. So two things have to happen when we market. We have advertising and we have marketing. Advertising is absolutely nothing but getting exposure to your brand. Advertising really does not have very much ROI. Marketing is the purpose of taking your advertising and then distributing it to get your ROI. So if nobody knows who you are, what good is it to solicit yourself? It's an interesting concept. So how do we get people to know who we are? How do we get people to recognize our brand? What if we're new to real estate? What is all of that to be able to help with our businesses? So let's get into this thing a little bit more. So let's run some numbers. Let's just look at a standard business. So if you look at marketing, we're going to say we spend some money in billboards, radio, flyers, online systems, any online systems. We're about $86,000. I'm going to teach you how to get rid of the 8 and the 6, and by the end of this program, turn it into less than $1,000 a year to be able to get you into your market, to be able to get business. That's what I'm going to do. So let's talk about reciprocity. It's a big word. What does it mean? It's the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefits, especially privileges granted by one country or organization to the other. Get rid of the country part. And let's look at organization to another. So I broke it down into my definition. I'm going to help you grow your business, and you help me grow my business. That sounds pretty basic, right? So, Christoph, it's kind of interesting. I take no money from you. You take no money from me. I love what you do. My clients love what you do, and you like what I do. No money has exchanged, correct?
Correct.
That's kind of the act of reciprocity, isn't it? I'm going to help you grow your business because I love your product. My clients love your product. You have a great product, and you like what I do for a living, and I have a great product. So let's just say if I got people who are looking for a need, I refer them to you. You got people looking for a need, you refer them to me. You agree with that?
That's right.
Okay. So most people in real estate think about that in mortgage and in title and regular real estate referrals. You don't think about any other thing in your world. And I don't understand that. So everybody's going to grab a pen and paper, and we're going to see how much money I'm going to spend during this entire thing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend none of your money. I'm going to help you generate more money than you'll ever make in being able to put these into your business. So let's start with this, okay? When I was a buyer's agent, there's a couple of things that I did as a buyer's agent. I'm going to put up a couple of pictures up here just because I know people love pictures. Now let's talk about them. Now, everybody, when I ask you, hey, what's your value proposition? Why are you different than me? Why are you different than the other person? The real estate industry is the only industry that has not broken itself into a competitive price range based on price, service, and quality. We're the only ones that have not. Interesting concept. Because that's how a consumer judges every single industry, price, quality, and service. So if you look at Walmart, Walmart is known for its price. They're not known for their quality and service. You look at Nordstrom's, they're not known for their price. They're looking at their quality and service. However, every single brand out there charges, we'll say, a standard 6%. Bubba didn't. When I listed a house, I charged 7. I'm not licensed right now. My wife has her license, so I can talk about this and not be under the code of ethics right now. I charge 7 because if I start at 7, I can negotiate down to 6.5, right? And literally, I would say this: I charge 4, and you pay whatever you want to the buyer's agent. I would suggest paying at least 3 if you want to get qualified offers to come in. And I would get that over 80% of the time. And I charge an admin fee of $399. And you guys are sitting there listening to me right now going, Bubba, you're out your mind. I did that in San Diego in a very high price range. So how can you get that and I can't? Well, because, one, I was worth it. I told myself I was worth it. I proved myself I was worth it. And I gave them the quality and the service that was based on the price. Now, when I represented a buyer, I gave them their yard was mowed within 48 hours of move-in, complimentary of me. Their HVAC systems were went over by my local HVAC company, complimentary of me. Now, let me ask you a question. How much money did I spend for HVAC service? How much money did I spend for lawn care? How much money did I spend for a bouquet of flowers? I didn't spend a dime, guys. I spent nothing. Not anything. You know why? It's because if you look at where your buyers are coming from, if they're coming from out of the city, county, state, country, they don't know anybody in your area. They know nobody. So I'm going to walk you through this. I moved from San Diego, California to O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't ask me why, but I did. So when I got here, I knew nothing. I knew nothing. I didn't know who was going to mow my lawn. I didn't know who was going to take care of a veterinary hospital for my dog. I didn't know where I was going to get my massages at, where I was going to get my manicure and pedicures. I didn't know where the best restaurants were. I didn't know anything, guys. I knew nothing. I was transplanted from San Diego to O'Fallon, Illinois. I knew nothing. And I asked this question, do you know somebody? Well, yeah. You're the local realtor. You know everybody. You know every business. You're probably born in that city. You know every single company. You know every single community. You know every single house. You are that expert, but you never offer that to your clients. There's a value to that. So I'm not only going to teach you how to make money off of that, but I'm going to teach you how to make business off of it. And this is where the act of reciprocity hits the P&L. This is where we start making money. This is where we start making business. And this is where the value comes into fruition. So I went to my lawn care guy and said, hey, buddy, I'm like one of the largest buyer's agents around here. I made that up just so you know that. And anytime somebody moves into the area, I would like to offer a complimentary lawn care service from you. And you're not going to charge me a dime for it. You're not going to charge them a dime for it. And in return, I'll let you give them a price sheet. You can't market, solicit, everything else. So if you do a good job and you say, hey, I know you're new to the area, these are my rate sheets. If you want, your lawn care cut once a week or once every other week, if you want trees done, if you're in a snow removal area, whatever your lawn care service does, they can give them a price sheet. How much money was that cost of acquisition for that lawn care service? What did it cost them? $3 in gas? $2 in gas? It's nothing compared to what the traditional cost of marketing and advertising was. Think about that $86,000 that I put up there. Think about your business. Now, local lawn care companies, they don't spend that much money, or do they? I don't know. I'm not in the lawn care business. I coach one, so I can tell you they don't. But they spend a lot of money in print materials. They put money into ads, into neighborhood news magazines, into everything else. So their cost of acquisition was $2. We know they're new to the area, right? So they don't have another choice at this moment. And as long as they do a good job, there's over a 90% pull-through ratio. I just helped them grow their business. In fact, I've helped landscape companies quadruple their business in 1 year. Now, interesting part about it, if I grow that landscaping company, they have to hire more employees. They hire more employees, they service more yards. You start doing a great job for this yard, the neighbor's going to want to start doing the yards. Hey, can I get a 2-for-1? Can I get a cheaper discount? You're going to be in here. You start moving 3 or 4 yards. I blow that business up like crazy. Who do they have to thank for that? Bubba. They didn't do it themselves. Bubba did it for them. I gave them the opportunity they never had before. Now, if anybody has any real estate needs, out of now all of their team members, all of the company, when they're mowing lawns, when they're talking to the owners, when they're talking to anybody, and anything's brought up about real estate, who's the first person that they mention? Bubba. How much money did that cost me to get that referral? 0. See how easy it is? On top of that, it increased my value proposition to the consumers. This is why you want to this is why you want to come work for Bubba. We do your house cleaning for free for the first move-in. We do landscaping. We do HVAC review. Now the HVAC guy, my personal guarantee was 100% of the houses I sold had a home warranty on it, and I used Home Warranty of America. 100% of them that I sold was guaranteed to have a home warranty. 95% of them that I sold was negotiated to be paid by the seller. So if I had to pay for 5%, that's okay. So what's the value of my HVAC guy? Well, he gets to come in there and slap his giant label on the blower, on the air conditioning system. He's got built-in business. Because if they don't renew that, who are they going to call? Even when they go down there looking at it going, hey, what's going on with it? His giant magnet or stick-on label is right there on top of that thing. It's on there for life. How much did that cost him? It costs about 10 minutes worth of work to check it. It's already under warranty anyways. But I just built this business, didn't I? So it's the easiest thing, and it's the most powerful thing. In 2008, we proved that real estate touches more industries than most people understand. In fact, there was an article written by the USA Today that said that 65% of all jobs in the United States somehow, some way touch real estate. To as easy as if I want to go start a new development, I got to start cleaning land. To I got to build a road. So I start building development, I got to get a gas station. Okay, I got to get a gas station, I got to get a grocery store. Then I got to build a school. Then I got to get a doctor's offices. That all started because of land. It all started because of real estate. It's an interesting concept. Now think about all the IT people that were employed to do all the CAD work and the layouts. People, the article in 2008 proved, and our industry proved itself, what happened when the crash happened. That's how much power each one of you have in your areas. Now, when we coach our clients, we literally have an entire vendor program that we do newsletters, we do market letters, we do marketing, and we market all of our preferred clients. And we market all of them, and they pay us a monthly fee to market them because I can market them more than they can themselves and give them an endorsement, and it costs them minimal. And in fact, I've got some clients who are collecting thousands of dollars a month in this entire thing. Now, let's talk about that picture right there with that steak. So, interesting concept. I'm going to say probably over 95% of you on this webinar right now do not have a past client program in place. You might say, oh, yeah, I talk to my past clients. Do you talk to them regularly? Do you give them a value? Or most of you say, I don't know what to say to them. Get a pen and paper, and I'm going to give you the script. Here it goes. If I called my past client and I said, hey, John, I just need to let you know I went over to Christoph's Steakhouse last night, had the best porterhouse I've ever had in my life. I talked to the owner. It's a local small business. Talked to the owner, negotiated a 2-for-1 entree and a free dessert coupon for my VIP clients. And I wanted to call and share those coupons with you. Would you like me to email them to you or mail them to you so you can go and have the same amazing experience that I did? And they're going to say mail or email. Great, just update my records. I know this is a current phone number. Your current email address is, and I get to update my records, right? And then I'm going to finish it with, don't forget, if you have any friends, family, or coworkers have any real estate needs, have them give me a call, all right? All right, John, have a great day. You know what? Give me a call afterwards. Tell me what you thought about that. So I just promoted a local company. Didn't cost me anything. I got free coupons to deliver to my past clients that give me a value. See, most of you don't know what to say to your past clients because you just want to call them and ask for business. See, the act of reciprocity means that I'm going to give you something, and in return, hopefully you'll give me something. So you gave them their dream house. That's great. You helped them move in. That's great. Your job's done at that moment in most of your minds and in the consumer's mind. But if you continue giving value, what if I called and said, hey, Judy, I know you're new to the area. I know your son, Aiden, he's about 10 years old. I don't know if he plays football or not, but there's Pee Wee football tryouts over at Lincoln Junior High School this Saturday. I want to make sure your son didn't have the opportunity to miss that, okay? Oh, he doesn't play football. Well, that's great. I just want to, I just want to make sure you didn't miss the opportunity. Bubba, I appreciate you calling and thinking about my family that way. Your daughter cheerleading, ballet, softball, doesn't matter. See, I know everything about my clients. Every seller and every buyer. I know their kids' names, hopefully their ages, their birthdays, because I send birthday cards to kids. I send them to pets. I know their dogs' names, their cats' names. I can call even if they don't have kids. Hey, you know what? I know your dog Fluffy. I know you're new. Hey, there's actually a little a pet party over at the park. They're having some free giveaways from the local pet stores and everything. And I just want to make sure you didn't miss that. See how many things you're local. Everything is new. It's normal to you. It's not to them, people. And it gives you a reason to touch your past clients. And it helps build local companies. And it helps you with referrals. Now the bouquet of flowers. We'll talk about that one real quick. I had a local company called Tri-City Florists in Oceanside, California, that gave me the most beautiful bouquet of flowers every single Friday. Because I do open houses Saturday morning, not Sunday like you guys do. It just off topic real quick. Quit doing open houses Sunday from noon to 4. Just look and see how many there are. There's about 150 of them in your neighborhood. So you want to know why you have less foot traffic in your open houses? It's because there's 1 out of 150 they're going to. Why are you doing that? I don't understand that. I do my open houses Saturday between 9 and 10:30. I get more foot traffic, and I'm also the first person to talk to the brand new buyers that are out looking for houses. I get more exclusivity signed Saturday morning than most people get signed in an entire week. So I now take those flowers and I put them on the best open house that I'm going to be doing for the weekend, and I put that as a centerpiece on a little card saying, these flowers are donated by Tri-City Florists. And everybody goes, oh, I love those flowers. Yeah, you know what? It's a local flower shop, moved to this area, absolutely beautiful. I've been getting prom flowers, corsages, my wife flowers, event flowers are forever. They're absolutely amazing. And they give me these flowers that stand out, beautiful flowers, $100+ arrangements for free. And I promote them in every one of my open houses. And then I leave it behind for the seller. I leave it behind for the seller. So, have I spent any of your money yet? No. Not a dime yet, have I, Christoph?
No. Still got it all.
And I just gave you 4 ways of being able to build your business. Interesting concept. Now, we use these billboards, right? We use all different forms of marketing and advertising. And we say, hey, you know what? This is it. This is how I get my name out to the world. But what about this? What about you? You know what? You are your advertising. I use this word icon. So I'm going to stop here real quick. And I want every single person to write down on a piece of paper, who's your icon in your neighborhood? Who's that one realtor you wish that you could be? Who's that one? Now, after you write down that one, write down 3 things that you like about them. And after you write down those 3 things, look at yourself and say, can I do those 3 things? If you can't, can you hire somebody that can help you be one of those 3 things? And some of you new agents are going, no, I haven't been in the business long enough. I don't care. That's an excuse. That's an excuse. I don't care how long you've been in the business. There's a group called Lab Coat Agents, and there's a group called Real Closers that's on Facebook, and I was on there, and there's this guy from Canada. He jumps on there. First year in real estate, he made 12,000 outbound calls. He tracked everything: his calls, appointments, meetings, appointments, how many listings he took, how many buyers he took, how many houses he showed. He tracked on everything, and he sold 21 houses his first year in real estate in a market in Canada with an average sales price of $872,000. Wouldn't you want to be that person? What was his excuse? I'm sorry. I didn't even coach the guy. I called him and said, "You are flipping amazing. I love you." You see, there's one thing that I don't care who you coach with. One thing I can't teach is hunger. If you don't have it, I can't teach that. I can teach you anything else in business, anything you ever want to know. I can't teach hunger. If you got hunger, that's probably why that person is the icon. It's because they have more drive than you. Yeah, they might be doing it longer, but they started out just like you. And then that person, if you are that person, if you are that 900-pound gorilla in your community, what are you doing to help out the new realtors? What are we doing to give back? So an icon is a person or thing regarded as a representative symbol. So who is it, and why isn't it you? See, it's interesting because building brand awareness is as simple as a cup of coffee. That's tweetable, people. You can put that out there. That's tweetable. So I use this theory, right? And when we say my job is to help people grow their businesses, interesting concept. Christoph, Land Voice does FSBOs, expires. You got IVR system. You got everything on there, right?
Right.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a challenge. FSBOs. There's usually a reason why somebody chooses to sell a house as a FSBO. They're either poor, they hate us, they don't know, or they think they're better than us. It's one of them at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So what most people do when they go after a FSBO is they say this. Okay, you know what? Good luck. I'm still around. I'll give you a call in about a month or so, and we'll see how it goes. They have no other value to give anybody. No value whatsoever. I'm not putting this on the screen because this has to be something that people have to be aware of. And that's why I didn't do a slide for it. So let me tell you what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them, so, you know what? Judy, I understand. So I've actually teamed up with my local bank and your preferred lender, whoever it is. And what we actually offer is you as a for sale by owner you don't have a lot of opportunities like we have. So what we do is, as realtors, is we help get to buyers pre-qualified. We don't just throw anybody inside the house. We do the marketing, the advertising, everything else on that, and you kind of lack on that part of it. So actually what we offer is that we will put a sign writer that comes right out of your system, right? We're getting the leads through them, take them right out of your system. We'll put a sign writer on your for sale by owner for people to call and get pre-recorded information. So we'll go and program a sign writer. We'll get pre-recorded information on there. And then what we can do is actually have that, get them pre-qualified through our lender to make sure that you're not taking people through your house. That's just any Jimmy Jack Corn and I don't care. Because you only want people going through your house that's actually qualified to buy your house. You don't want just people just calling and just opening up your house all day long to anybody. And our local, my lender offers this as a complimentary service because you're in the local community. It's something that they offer for you. And that's something you want. It's complimentary to you. It doesn't cost you anything. Would that be something that you would like, to take me up on the offer on? And I can talk to the lender and we can get the sign installed in 24 hours. Is that a value, Christoph?
You know what? The reason why I love this method so much is because For Silber owners, typically use their own cell phone number in the first place, right, to advertise the property. They have it on the
Yep.
sign. They hate it because all those carpet cleaners and everybody else calls them except buyers. And with
Yep.
that sign and that pre-recorded message, they can use a non-confrontational 800 number, which after the property is sold, they take it off, and the cell phone number was never compromised.
Well, and I want you to think about the two outcomes of it. I just got all the buyer leads that call off the sign. And my lender gets the buyer leads that call off the sign. And that's all they want. I just gave a value to my lender, and I helped get buyer leads that came off the sign of a FSBO that I couldn't convert into a listing. You agree with that?
Well, that's right. You give them what they want. Don't come in with commission. Right?
Now, here's the interesting part. My lender's job is in about 30 days is to call and just say, hey, you know what, I've noticed we haven't got as many calls, off of your sign, Judy. And I just, I don't know why you didn't choose or, to use a realtor in the first place. That's not my business. Completely up to you. However, most of, the people that we team up with, we're seeing houses that are selling a lot faster than that. And I'm just, a little concerned. What I could do is I could actually set up an appointment, with Bubba over at Bubba Realty for him to come in and do a consultation, a marketing consultation with you, and to see if he can help you with that part of it. And it's complimentary if that's something that you would like for me to set up for you, right? My lender is now getting me listing appointments. Do you agree with that? If I get in that door, Christoph, I'm not leaving without a listing. People don't tell me no. To me, if somebody tells me no, that means that I failed to communicate my value. They already want to sell a house. I already know they want to sell a house. And if somebody tells me no, that means I failed to communicate my value. That's just it. Mm-hmm. So my lender is now talking to the seller, who's a FSBO, saying, hey, look, we haven't had that many calls on these kind of things. It's getting pre-qualified. And most of the ones that we're working with, we're seeing moving a lot faster. We're getting more pre-qualified buyers for them, that kind of fun stuff on this thing. I'm just a little concerned. How about we, set up a consultation through one of my, I've been doing business with Bubba for the last 10 years. And now I can get that referral to be able, and it's not really a listing appointment, see what I mean? To do a consultation in regards to marketing and advertising. Now I can get in and pitch what I do for a living. I sell houses. I don't market. I don't advertise. I sell houses. I sell them by my marketing and my advertising and everything else. But once I get in that door, I just got a listing appointment from my preferred lender. And I got every single thing that I just talked about through LandVoice's system. I never left the system. The leads, the service, the IVR, everything came through one system. The problem with it is most people today don't utilize systems to its highest capacity. So, oh yeah, I get FSBOs. Oh yeah, I get expireds. Oh yeah, they've got IVR. Yeah, I can use the system. No. You're not using the system correctly. You're just using it just to get some leads and be able to track them and everything else. No, you need to convert those leads. See, LandVoice can't convert them for you. It's your job to convert them. Like I said, I'm a master at overcoming anything. If you tell me no, I'll keep going through your excuses on why it's no. And I'll overcome every one. That's what we teach our clients. We don't have to teach them how to sell real estate. Selling real estate is signing a contract. If you don't know how to do that, you shouldn't be in this industry. What we do is we grow businesses. And growing a business means that I have to have multiple pillars out there. I have to have multiple ways of getting business. I have to have multiple ways of being able to source my business. And I have to have multiple income streams. Over 40% of our clients have more than one income stream, and 20% of them have three or more. So we help them set up title JVs, property management. I got some clients that help open up mortgage companies. You got your vendor program. Doesn't matter what it is. You can't live and die on one thing. You got to build your system. The problem is, everybody on here, if you're using LandVoice, you're not using the system to its highest capacity. It's all there for you. So make sure that you are using it to its highest capacity, Because I didn't spend any more money out of your pocket. You're already using it. It's all there. And I'm using my lender to get me more leads. That's all I'm doing. So, any questions on that? Where am I at so far? We have any questions, or I need to keep going?
Let me see. I don't. This.
Okay, I'm going to keep going.
So they want to have a strategy, and I will send
Right.
actually a free ebook out also that it contains all those strategies. I'm going to do
Yep.
that right now. Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get the leads. We're going to go until they say no. Then we're going to offer one of our partners. So they say yes. And in turn, we're going to get them back to us. Okay? So we've built the referral network. We built the passport program network. We're building businesses that are out there. And I'm going to teach you how to tie that back in at the end of this thing. Now it's time to get in front of people. I don't care how you get in front of people. Your brand is your brand is your brand. I don't care what color palette you are. I don't care what calligraphy your font is in. I don't care what it is. Your brand is you. So it's the way you present yourself, the way you look in public, 7 days a week. You chose the right industry and the wrong industry. I'm bald. I don't have bedhead. I can walk out every morning and be just fine. You know, you ladies, you got a little bit more challenge than I did, right? You gotta do your hair. I don't have to do it, you know. So getting out to PTA meetings, art galleries are a huge way of picking up high net worth clients. Sponsor art galleries, coffee houses. I literally have clients between Los Angeles, Calabasas, and Beverly Hills. They hit 18 Starbucks once a week, and they have a sign that says, "I'm a realtor, ask me anything about real estate." Look, we've been doing this since the 80s and 90s, guys. This isn't anything new. This, you know, this whole buzz and everything, it's not. It's been around forever. They get at least 5 to 8 buy leads and at least 2 listings out of the 18 offices once a week. It's real. 5K, sponsor or not sponsor. If you spend $499 on a logalized canopy or Easy Up, whatever you want to call it, that has your logo on it, your brand logo on it, that will make you more money than anywhere else. More money than anywhere else. Farmers markets, your kids are playing sports. Go put that up so the kids have a shade to be able to sit underneath. Okay? You do whatever you want to do. I don't care if you print it out on vinyl and attach it with the eye loops onto it. That's something down the road that you need to. That's not part of this. It's a whole nother strategy session that we go through. I don't care what it is. Talk to people. So I understand LandVoice is a technology-based company. I'm going to tell you right now, right? I've done more business with a handshake than any technology has ever provided. Technology is there to enhance your company, not drive it. You're there to drive it. So use technology to enhance it. So branding is basically the process involved in creating a unique name and image, mainly through advertising campaigns with a consistent theme. It's there to retain loyal customers. But we don't want loyal customers as much as we want raving fans. People say I have a 98% satisfaction record. I'm sorry, satisfied clients suck. Satisfied means 2.5 ratings on Yelp. So would you go to somebody with a 2.5 or a 4.9? If all your clients are 2.5, you're not going to go there. Those are satisfied clients. We need raving fans. Big difference. There's a book out there called Raving Fans. So your service is your product. I can't beat this down more than anything else. Your service is your product. And your client's experience with your service is going to be your most consistent and effective marketing campaign. So who are you? And by extension, your team. I can't say this more than anything else. If you're a team lead or a brokerage or franchise owner, who you hire on your team is you. That is your brand. So you got somebody on your team that's out there being a complete drunk, acting like a complete idiot and everything else. Well, guess what? They work for you. So I understand they have their personal lives and not. That's still your brand out there. Those are all those prospective buyers and sellers that person is acting like. You got to pick and choose who you're doing business with. You run your business your way. So the three ingredients: vision, mission, and culture. Now I want to talk about brand awareness, and then I'm gonna give you guys another tool to end this thing with. Brand awareness has been around forever, and in the soap industries back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, was everybody and their mom wanted to get out there and develop soap. It was the cheapest, most economical product that you could build at the time, right? And everybody wanted to, find this niche. And everybody was like, it makes you smell better, antibacterial, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So Ivory Soap had this campaign, and it's actually stuck around forever. And Ivory Soap uses this campaign, and it's been around, and they were the first soap that ever said, it floats. They never said they made you smell better, made you cleaner, never anything. It floats. And back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, more people took baths than they took showers. So the reason why I say this is there's 3 steps to marketing. There is problem, solution, pleasure, in that order. If you can't identify the problem of your customer and you don't have a solution, now you've got really bad business sense if you think you're the only solution. You have to define why they choose you as your pleasure. Marketing 101. Problem, solution, pleasure. What they said, look, I know what the problem is. Now, I know what the solution is, but here's a pleasure. I can do all that stuff, but I float. So when you drop it in the bathtub, you're not digging around the bottom of the bathtub. It actually floats. And they're still around in 2018. And it's interesting along the way, 70% of the market share in 1945, you're talking 50 years later, 70% of the market share. 100 years later, Ivory's still the 8th best-selling soap. It still uses it today, and it's still a household name. So what they did is they branded a concept, and that concept is named with that company. So here's another concept. I help almost every one of my clients with a nonprofit piece. The nonprofit philanthropy piece that I help clients with is consumers think we're greedy. In fact, we are almost equal to car salesmen. We're actually below attorneys today after 2008, okay, in our rankings of consumer confidence. So what we need to do is shine a light. Like I give, that's fine. You tithe, I tithe. That's fine. I can't go and say I tithe. That's just me. What is your philanthropy statement? What is your why? What is your why? And then why do business with you? I've helped start 3 nonprofits. I'm on the advisory board of 2 of them. So what is that? We give a percentage of our income to the nonprofits. So Ivory Soap had a brilliant one. They said, hey, let's do an annual soap carving contest. An annual soap carving contest. And they give out donated thousands of bars of soap to the schools. Okay? You see that word thousands. 23 million children did it in 1 year. But they only donated thousands of bars of soap. But 23 million children in 1 year did it. And soap carving became a pastime, and brand awareness skyrocketed. So they created something as a unique proposition and gave it to some people and said, hey, I'm going to give this to you. This is going to be this huge contest, and I'm going to strategically put some of these out there. And if anybody else wants to join, they got to use my product. Interesting concept, right? That's called marketing people. We can tease enough to be able to put out there saying, this is why I do this. This is why I'm great at what I do. This is why you need to use me. What is it? And then what is the pleasure of getting it from me? And what does that brand really exist? So mortgage company, San Diego, coached them. We opened up a nonprofit that helped put shoes onto low income and homeless children in the San Diego school district. So every time they funded, they put $60 into this nonprofit. And then they brought in realtors. They brought in title companies. They brought in other companies. In 6 years, it's been 6 years now, they closed, pay less. shoe store in San Diego on Friars Road, and the school district actually buses kids in twice a year to give them shoes. Over 2,000 shoes are given, and it started out with just them saying, this is what I want to do. It started out with Ivory saying, I'm going to donate these bars of soap, and it turned into a national pastime. So when we use our interpersonal skills and then we use technology, we have to understand that relationships still matter, and technology is there to enhance it. Now, we've got the small businesses we want to do business with. We are giving back to our clients. We are doing everything. Now, how do we capture more business out of it? So this guy, his name's Kyle Whistle. He's actually a past client of mine. He's in San Diego. Coached him for years. Amazing guy. Absolutely amazing. Love this guy. Trust this guy. Even though he's a past client, I still talk about him. I respect him that much. When we were originally building his business, we used this concept. Same thing I talked to you guys. And he goes, man, I love that diners, dashes, and whatever. He loves like burgers kind of thing. So he goes, so we said, look, why don't we do this? Why don't we go and let's spotlight a restaurant or spotlight a small business every single month, and we'll do a video. We'll do a video in there. So he basically started out with his iPhone, and he'd go in there and he would do a live video, and he would do it on before Facebook Live. He would do a video, and he would do an interview of the owner, walk him around the place, talk about the best things that they did, that kind of fun stuff. And then the owner would put that video on their place and then tag the company and him and his employees. And then he would put that video on his and then tag the owner and the employees and everything else. So then it started out small. And this is what happened on the last couple of them that he's done. And this was this is 2016. I apologize. I have some older pictures. They're even bigger now. 100 shares, 216 likes, and 13,000 views. This guy sells 1,400 houses a year now. He was 100% REO. Did barely even sold retail real estate. And when we were working with him, it was like, look, we got to get you out there. We got to get your brand out there. We got to get your name out there. We got to get whatever. We took his hobby of loving burgers, dines, dash, and turned this thing into a huge company. And you know what? He's amazing. He's amazing. So it's not just what he did, but it's how he did it. And he's been doing it every year since then. Every month he's got a new company. Every month he's got a new restaurant. So he's taken it to the whole new level of what I talk about. But what we talk to clients about is, hey, couldn't you go to a local, who's your local tailor? Who does, your hemming up your pants? Who's your local florist? Who's a local company that you can showcase? See, we have clients now that can't do it once a month because there's too many companies. So they want to once every other week, and they have companies calling them, begging for them to come in and interview them because of these kind of results. And it costs $0 to do it. So what he does is says, look, we prepare this. This is what I want you to say on social media. This is how we do it. Make sure you watch this video. We're going to do, and now we do it Facebook Live. So we put a teaser out there going, hey, watch Facebook Live at this time and watch this interview, with Blissful Real Estate and blah, 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 blah. And we do this whole, marketing campaign on this thing. And we just put it on Facebook. It's free. It doesn't cost us anything. And then a lot of times the people that we are doing it with, they'll pay to promote the video to get them more business. They'll pay for the ad promo, not us. They'll pay for it. And in return, we always say, hey, look, if we ever need to come by, we're doing a first-time home buyer or a first-time home seller. People start doing first-time home seller seminars. Everybody does first-time home buyer, and I don't understand it. They're just as scared to sell a first home as they were to buy their first home. So start doing first-time home seller seminars. And now he can go and pepper his entire city with flyers. He can do marketing promos. He can do whatever he wants to. And these small businesses, like 70% of his business is referral. And minimum expectations is 40%. And it costs him $0. The more you can build your business on referrals, it costs you $0 out-of-pocket expenses. You can spend more money on lead gen the other way. Lower your advertising dollar down. And the perfect example of this entire thing is this guy. Started out in a basement, all because of his dad's liquor store explaining what liquor was. This guy is a phenom now. Now, I can't wear hoodies and cuss from stage like this guy is. But this guy's almost a billionaire now. So look, it's really easy. It's really easy. It's you, somebody with a great community reputation, and you bridge it together. You can use the Boys and Girl Scouts to do your delivering of your marketing. Do it on the weekends. They can go by and they can market, they can go by and they can do your door hangers. You need to get probate attorneys, small businesses, work with nonprofit organizations, dining promotions, charity events, community functions. That's what people are going to know you by. Websites are great, but when they see you in the supermarket and they know you at your school functions and everything else, that's the way it's done. So how much money did I spend?
It was all free so far.
I spent nothing, guys. I spent nothing. So with these strategies, you can get off this webinar and literally implement them today. You can start working on your past client program and get referrals as soon as tomorrow. You can start building your network of your small business around town. That will help you get small businesses. You can start using your land voice system the way land voice is supposed to be made. And it's not just getting leads out of it. It's actually using the system as a whole the way it's supposed to be made. Using the entire IVR system, getting your lender involved into this thing, and start using the system. It's got everything built in to track everything afterwards. It's got everything that you need in it. Look, I'm not a paid promoter to be on this thing. This is being recorded, and my name's being attached to this thing, and I stand behind it. They're an amazing player in this space.
Thank you.
So use the system the way the system's supposed to be used, and you're going to get huge benefits out of it.
Thank you so much, Bubba. That is very valuable. What I really heard over and over again is basically give people what they want, establish yourself as a local expert, right? By promoting basically or hooking them up with services from local companies. And don't come with commission breath. Just, give them whatever is free. And instead of just asking for the listing constantly, right?
It is. It is. And it's funny, actually, Christoph, right now, Karen just put on there, as you speak of being involved in the community, I just received an email from a parent of a club I volunteer with looking to downsize. God bless you, Karen, for that one. And it's true. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Sorry, Christoph, I wanted to read that. She actually just put that in there right now.
Awesome. No, this is great. Congratulations, Karen. That's great. I also got a testimonial from one of our clients. She got actually 22 listings since January. And she said everything for us from Land Voice. She was calling for sale by owners and expired. And what she did to get those listings is she said, let me give you the call capture system for free. I'm going to drive buyers to your home. I'm going to connect you with a local mortgage lender, and I will be happy to explain the whole strategy later. In fact, I sent out a free ebook to all of you, a link where you can download that shows exactly the strategy, how that works. But again, it is really to the art of reciprocity, to give people what they want and find something that has great value to them and just give it to them. Hold yourself back with commission breath. Hold that back. Just listen to them, hear what they want, and give it to them.
Yeah, and it's really what it comes down to is you offering more than the person next to you. If not, they're eating your lunch. If you're saying no because of something, somebody else is saying yes because of something else. The only thing I will say no to is lowering my commission. That's it. I'm not a discount agent. I don't do it. So, use your resources, use your voice, use the technology, use the system, use your lenders, use your title company, use the opportunities that you have available to you to grow your business. And then help service your local small businesses. They need help just like you do. And they'll stand in line to be your friend.
That's right. My sister is actually a florist, and I'm going to call her and give her that idea and say, you know what, connect with local real estate agents and tell them, that you can give out free flowers, for an introduction, and you will get business in the future for it. And that's how it works. That's a great takeaway from me to help out my sister a little bit here. But I wanted to say something else, Bubba. For those of you who don't have the screen open, who may be only on audio, Bubba put a number out there, 1-800-957-8353, where you can call Corcoran Coaching. And what are they getting when they call this number, Bubba?
So, look, we're happy to go over your business. If you want to talk to a coach, we'll be happy to talk to you. If you call us or send an email to success team at Corcoran Coaching, I'll send you my FSBO script. So the exact script that you will talk to the consumer with, the exact script that your lender will talk to the consumer with, and the follow-up script to get you listing appointments, I'll send you the FSBO script.
So that script is completely free, no strings attached?
Not a string attached at all. Send me an email and I'll shoot it over to you.
That's fantastic. I will also give you a free ebook that contains a strategy how some of our clients have gotten 10 listings, and that's not a joke, 10 listings in the first week. We named that ebook 10 listings, and you find it at www.landvoice.com/10, so 10 listings. Okay, and there's, again, it's a free ebook. Don't have to pay a penny for that. Also, we have a special offer for you. We have a landing page that we created for this webinar. It's called landvoice.com/webinar. And when you go to that landing page, you will get actually LandVoice, a whole bundle of LandVoice for only $30 for 30 days. We wish we could do it for free, but there's a little cost that we need to recuperate. But we make it as inexpensive as possible that each one of you can actually get all the local leads in your area. So you can call them and use this Art of Reciprocity in your approach and just watch the magic happen. We give you all the tools, the scripts, the dialogues that you need to do to get listing appointments. So let me type this in here in this chat box, the landing page link. Bubba?
Yeah, great. Hey, so look, I don't sell coaching. I never have. I never will. If you guys are interested in coaching, give us a call, send us an email, and set an appointment. Like I said, we're different than the other coaching companies out there. We coach business. We coach you how to grow your team. The entire thing from operations to systems to helping you with P&Ls to marketing. We actually help you in the interview process. We help you hire people. We don't care if you're a one-man show or you're selling 1,000 transactions. So if it's something you're interested in, give us a call. If not, send us an email and we can set an appointment. Or if you just send an email just saying, hey, I just want the FSBO lender script, then we'll just send you the FSBO lender script. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bubba. It was a pleasure having you on. We know that all this information that you had there was a wealth of information that you probably learned over many years and now compiled it in 1 hour and made it available. We are 5 minutes over, but I wanted to thank all of you who stayed on, and we almost had everybody actually who stayed on. If you did not get those answers that we typed back, please do give us a call. We will be happy to send you all this material for free. Our number here at LandVoice is 888-678-0905. I'm going to type this in really quick here, 888-608-0905 and 678, I'm sorry, what am I saying? And we will send you this material for free. Here you go. So we wish you all the best. We hope to hear from you. We hope you take advantage of all the freebies we are offering you today if you call in. And if you want to take the advantage of the $30 a month special from LandVoice, it's something you should not pass up if you don't already have LandVoice. It will make a difference in your business. And like I said, we make it as inexpensive for you as possible. And after that, it will roll over to $99 a month, but that is still 30% less regular price. So we want to see you succeed. We want to help you. Thank you so much again, Bubba, for being on here, and goodbye to everybody. Thank you.
All right, thank you.